Cancer risings and Cancer suns. So the first half of Feb, you're starting off with a lot of stress regarding your finances, or it's a rather transformative or stressful time for you because a bunch of planets are in your eighth house. So you could be dealing with topics of finances, taxes, inheritances, investments, stocks, or fertility issues around, or issues regarding, or topics regarding your reproductive system, your excretory system. You're also dealing with topics regarding surgeries or your in laws. The second half of your Feb, the topics will shift to your ninth house. So you will be dealing with either long distance travel, or you're training yourself or coaching, or you're dealing with academics, any legal stuff, or anything to do with a government, or issues regarding your religion and your faith. Your career will have spotlight in March and April. So this is going to be a preparation time for that. The last 2 weeks of Feb. We'll start off a Feb 1st of Feb with full moon in Leo. Leo is your second house, and your sun is going to be in Aquarius, which is your eighth house. So this is a pretty financially charged placement, so there could be major changes in terms of your finances. Maybe you're planting seeds that can become huge in the coming future. This could be a time of major beginnings or major endings in terms of your finances. A 5th of Feb, a few days before and after, Mercury is going to be squaring Uranus. So you could probably receive some kind of sudden news regarding your finances, most likely, or anything to do with a travel. 6th of Feb, Mercury enters a Pisces, which is your ninth house, and it's gonna stay there for 67 days until mid-April. So Mercury in your ninth, you are probably studying a lot, or you are probably training yourself a lot, or you could be gathering a lot of information regarding your academics, or anything regarding legal stuff, government stuff. You could be traveling abroad, or you could be traveling in general. Physically and cerebrally, it's a pretty busy time. Around 8th of Feb, Venus is gonna be squaring your Uranus. So there could be sudden issues or sudden topics regarding finances or your home life or family. 10th of Feb, Venus enters a Pisces, which is your ninth house, and Venus in Pisces is exalted. Venus is gonna stay here for about a month until 6th or 7th of March. So yeah, this is a great time to attract good things in terms of long distance travel, in terms of good things happening to you regarding legal stuff, or anything to regarding government, your religion, your faith, and academics. Your professors are nicer to you while Venus is in the ninth. You become more of a student, or you could be traveling with your family or friends. 12th of Feb, Mercury is going to be conjunct a North Node in your ninth. So you're receiving some kind of a major information, or there could be major changes after you receiving this information, or you could simply be traveling or getting a license. 14th of Feb, around Valentine's Day, Saturn enters Aries, which is your 10th house, and Saturn is gonna be here until mid-April 2028. So that's for 2 years, 2 months. Saturn in your 10th makes you responsible for your career. It can also create a lot of stress regarding career or your reputation. One of your parents could be going through a tougher time while Saturn is in the 10th. Saturn can also stabilize wherever it goes, so it can also stabilize your career. For the next 2 years, your career is something you will take very seriously, or Saturn will push you to take it rather seriously. And it could also be a time where you are overworking or exerting most of your energy in. It can also create major changes in terms of your reputation, in terms of your career. So the hard work you put in while Saturn is in the 10th, it does reward you at the end of it. You could relatively have an easier personal time although Saturn is in the 10th, especially in the second half of 2026 and first half of 2027. Jupiter will be trining Saturn's house. It's a much easier year while that's happening. 16th of Feb, a few days before and after, Sun is gonna be squaring Uranus. So there could be sudden information or sudden issues regarding finances. 16th of Feb, Mercury is going to be trining Jupiter. So you're receiving a pleasant news, you're receiving a good news. 17th of Feb, new moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is your 8th house. This is the first eclipse, it's a partial solar eclipse of this year. So there could be new beginnings in terms of your finances, inheritance, taxes, stocks, your 8th house topics, or life and death, fertility, surgery, your reproductive system, your excretory system, and your in-laws. So major events regarding these topics, usually beginnings. 18th of Feb, Sun enters Pisces and Sun is gonna stay there until around 20th of March. Pisces is your 9th house. So again, you could be traveling or you're shining in terms of your academics. There could be activity in terms of your religion, your faith, your legal stuff, or government related stuff. You could also be traveling or training. 18th of Feb, Venus is going to be conjunct your North Node in the 9th house. There could be major changes in terms of your family or your home, or you could be buying a property or selling a property, or you could be traveling with your family or friends, or there could be major changes regarding your friends. You could be making new friends, or you're simply more social. There could be major changes regarding your social media, or you could be traveling, or you're involved in academics, legal stuff, your faith, or your religion, or government. 20th Feb, Saturn conjuncts Neptune in your 10th house. There's some kind of confusion or haziness or things regarding your intuition in terms of your career, or when you're dealing with your reputation, or when you're dealing with one of your parents. 22nd Feb, Venus is gonna be trining your Jupiter. This is a great time of a relationship, or you could be receiving some kind of a positive feedback or positive news regarding your abroad travel or your academics or your family and friends. You're having a pleasant time. 26th of Feb, Mercury is gonna go retrograde until around 20th of March for 22 days in Pisces. So this is a time there is a lot of redoing or re-evaluation or delay of information or a misinformation, miscommunication that could happen, especially regarding your travel or your academics or anything to do with legal or government stuff, religious stuff too. So recheck twice and thrice. 27th of Feb, Mars is gonna be squaring Uranus. Sudden situations can happen regarding your finances. Maybe sudden losses can also occur, or sudden events can happen regarding career, regarding your 8th house topics like your finances, stocks, inheritances, taxes, your reproductive system, your excretory system, and your in-laws. 27th of Feb, Sun is going to be conjunct your North Node in your 9th house. So there could be major changes in terms of your finances, or major changes in terms of your eating habits or travel or academics, legal situation. 28th of Feb, Mercury is going to be conjunct Venus in Pisces. This is a sweet time, sweet talks. You're receiving some kind of a positive news. that is it for your Feb 2026 Cancer. Take care.